foremost, all praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash, double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone that taught us this true salutation to all. You are keep pushing this word day in and day out, doing this quick lesson, man, on this video I saw right here. On these fucking, looks like one of them sports talk shows that used to be on TV heavy back in the day. This was a big thing back in the 90s, 2000s. The sports talk shows, sit downs. Now they still do it now, but they do it through Zoom or, a teleconference type of setting. And this guy right here is named Bubba Smith. He's like an old school football player back in the 60s, man. NFL player, man. Big guy, 6'8", over 300 pounds. You'll think he played in movies like the Police Academy and shit. So, long story short, he goes into how Super Bowl III against Joe Namath and Jets right before the AFL, NFL merger or whatever, right? He was saying that he believed they lost that Super Bowl game because it was rigged. Because, their team had to lose that game in order for what the NFL to become what it is today. Because the original NFL wasn't a merger, man. All right, it was like the AFL and the NFL or some shit like that. This is long before my time. I was born in the 80s, so I can only speak from hearsay, right? But the older heads can attest to this, right? And they merged the leagues because for money. The love of money. That's why they merged the leagues, okay? And that's what you're seeing going on in all businesses, not just sports. All businesses are merging. Big bank eating little bank, big business eating little business, okay? And this is the same thing with these sports leagues. The NFL even had a recent merger with the XFL and, damn, I forget the name of that other league. It was the XFL and the AAFL or some shit like that. But they merged, right? It's the league below the NFL. I forget the league, name, man. But that's what's happening. These businesses are merging to surviving and to make more money. And this guy, he said that, the game was rigged, long story short. And this was on national TV back in, want to say, 05, 06, around that time, early 2000s. You clearly see Michael Irvin. He's like an older man now, but in this clip, he's like a young man. I think this is when he like freshly was retired, maybe around his late 30s, early 40s. He was like a younger man. You know what I'm saying? And this fucking Edomites on the stage on the panel with him. Of course, they played it politically correct. They ain't chime in. And then even Mike Irvin, he was quiet. He ain't say nothing. You see, he got what appears to be a Super Bowl ring on. He was quiet. He ain't say nothing. But they all know it's rigged, man. They all know it's juiced in. But, he revealed the secrets that wasn't being, revealed in a widespread fashion in that time, all right? And eventually they said they found him dead due to an OD, of course, all right? Because, he revealed the secrets. Even though he was juiced in, he was throwing up the hand signs. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, he's throwing up the hand signs right here. But, they still got his ass, man. Because he trusted in Esau. But, he's in his right mind now. But one of the main points he said was, he played his hardest during the game, but the quarterback didn't, man. The quarterback threw the game. It was in the red zone 5 times, which those that don't know football, red zone is like right when you're near the end zone, right when you're about to score. It was in it 5 times in the first half and got no points. This quarterback just intentionally throwing interceptions. The bullshit that goes on with sports, man. The stars throw the games, because why the ball is in their hand. The game is dictated by whoever's in control of the ball, all right, in every sport. Basketball, football, baseball. It's easier to rig a ball sport, man, than than a non-team sport, because a ball sport, you can hide behind four other guys. You can hide behind 10 other guys and be like, okay, the whole team played bad. It wasn't just me. You know, especially if you're on offense. If you're on offense with the ball, you can throw the game, man. You could turn the ball over every time you get it to ensure the other team's victory. Okay. So, the guy was saying he seen the quarterback after the Super Bowl loss, like dancing, partying on the table, and he threw him off the table. The quarterback was dancing and partying on the table because he got a big payday for throwing the game. Because the elites and the luminaries of Esau, they made 1,000 times, the 10,000 times the amount that the quarterback made for throwing the game, rigging the game. All right. So I'm gonna get some precepts. This is Luke 8:17. For there is nothing secret, so Lord speak, that shall not be made manifest. Neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. All right. So there's nothing done in the darkness that shall not be brought to light, man. Okay. Because and that goes for everything, man. Any field, every society, everything's been exposed, man. You got a whole app dedicated to exposing shit, man. TikTok. You know what I mean? It used to be YouTube until about, when did the heavy YouTube censorship start? Probably around the time of the CVID, man. Until about 2019, 2020. But that's when TikTok took over, because YouTube, it's owned by Google, it's owned by the elites. Okay. The elites of Esau, the so-called white man. All right. So, that Judite Jake, the so-called Negro, man, he probably knew they was going to kill him. That's why he just did it anyway. Sometimes, Jake just knows sometimes, man. All right. That's why he exposed the secrets, man. Which, it was a secret back then. Now it's not a secret that sports is rigged. You can go on any post-game comment board, and then people be talking about, yeah, the game was rigged, man. Look what X player did on X possession, Because we used to always play these sports as children, thinking we going to become a big-time NBA, NFL player. I thought you couldn't tell me nothing when I was a child that I wasn't going to make it to the NFL, but the Lord had other plans. He had bigger and better plans, man, all right? Because these are the real riches you're supposed to seek, man. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the truth, man. The truth of the Bible, man, all right? Not now they used to say 10-figure deals. Not a 12-figure deal, man, from Esau, man, all right? It's like 11-figure. That's what Jake want to seek, man. A $300 million contract instead of seeking the Lord. So all these guys are juiced in, man. Lamar Jackson for the Ravens, the quarterback of the Ravens. Tom Brady, of course. He's doing yoga and stuff. His wife, Giselle, was a damn witch, Goddamn Patrick Mahomes. Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a Q dog. I forget the Greek name of that fraternity, but he's a Q dog. He always be throwing the tongue out and shit like a dog, man. Who else, man? All these guys, man. All right. But the quarterback club, that's why they call it the quarterback club, man. Because they nickel and diming their teams out of wins, man. They shortchanging their teams out of wins. That's why they call it the quarterback, man. The most prestigious position in sports, because the quarterback is the face of the team, man. He's the leader. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place, man. Yeah. These are sports, man. These sports are set in great dignity, man. Motherfuckers know more about Michael Jordan playoff appearances than the scriptures, man. The average Jake know more about how many titles, how many scoring championships Kobe had than to break down the book of Daniel, man, the book of Revelation, and so forth, man. This is all folly, man. And the rich is talking about the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their forefathers go back to say, we're in a low place, we're in a low state, man. That's why they teach niggas. Only way you can make it is do two things, music and ball. And guess what, man? The top tiers in the music industry and the top tier ball players, they got one thing in common. They both sold out, man. So this souls for material riches, fast cars and itches, man. Okay. That's what happens, man. Okay. The rich is in the lower state, man. Steph Curry, he's another guy that throw games. LeBron James, he throw games. That's why they say when they preparing for a matchup, what they say, yeah, we was basically rehearsing the script, but they say, oh yeah, I got the script for today's game. Okay, they want me to score 35, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. But the game is gonna come down to, Esau, he's like the ultimate storyteller, man. This goddamn white man, this devil. So he'll tell a player that you're gonna have a hell of a game, but it's gonna come down to you missing a clutch free throw, and y'all gonna lose the game by 2 because the line is 3 or whatever. The betting line is 2 or 3 points, so you got to make sure you cover that line. This is the shit that go on in sports, man. They got handlers, They got publicists, which a publicist is basically another form, or another word for a handler. They got mediators between them and the luminaries, the elites, man, all right, that they pay good money to, man. Because elites, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to tell them directly. They'll just tell their handler to tell them. Okay. Because the handler is like he's basically like a counselor for the rich individual, okay? But these is all folly, man. Because really the sports is to really divide the people, man. Scripture says a kingdom divided shall not stand. Because sports is, I like sports. I grew up watching basketball, mainly basketball and football, a little bit of baseball, a little bit of boxing. I grew up watching like damn near all the sports. Or at least all the sports Jake played, man. So I know how it get down, man. I actually played some of these sports, man. Till the Lord told me not to play no more. Because you could feel it, That's one thing them retired pro athletes say. They just say, okay, they knew that this was their last rodeo or their last game, their last season. They just knew when the game, passed them by. That's one thing, you just feel it. You just feel it. It's your last game, man. I remember my last football game, man. I actually cried, man. I cried like weeping, but I shed a tear, like, man, I knew it was done, man. I just knew it was done. I remember one of the teammates is Northern tribe looking Jake. He's like, yo, what's wrong, man? I couldn't say nothing, man, because I knew it was done. I knew it was over, man. Because he seen me shed that tear, man. I knew it was over, man. But I actually played in sincerity. I didn't play for no big check. Like these niggas, they playing for big checks. Kids looking up to them and they're throwing games, man. Even though they can repent, but that's a sign of a demon, man, a true third, because kids really think everything they see on TV is real, man. Especially in the 90s, oh man, we were all blinded, man. But now we realize it's all entertainment. It's that's why these sports leagues, I believe they have a 501c3. Exemption, man. They tax exempt, man. Because, Esau's going to use these sporting stadiums as FEMA camps, man. All right. And also they push the agenda better than they can, man. Esau's agenda. Esau always uses our people to push his agenda, but, they use these high-paid athletes to push Esau's agenda better than Esau can. Like Dwayne Wade, he's my age, man. And he's pushed that LGBT agenda heavy amongst our people, man. You know? I've watched his whole career. I actually seen him play in person a few times. In Miami and here in the DMV. And, he's one of my favorite players. I actually had his jersey. But, the nigga's not right. Nigga painted his nails. He dealt with trans. He did all types of wickedness, man. Oh, man. Manners are evil, man. Done offered his sons unto Molech and Baal, man. Sacrificed his sons. He got a son that thinks he's a woman. So this is getting popped by Esau, more than likely. Getting prostituted by Esau. So, these niggas, man, you gotta watch these celebrity niggas, man. They'll do anything for the bag. They'll sacrifice their own siblings, man. I know these two niggas, man, they from here. I ain't gonna mention their names. Actually, I'll do it, man. The fucking these niggas, man. Vernon Davis and Vontae Davis, they both played in the NFL. Vernon was the older one, probably had a better career. They both had decent careers. But, Vernon played in a movie called The Ritual Killer. And I actually seen the movie and shit. I mean, he was like some bugged out Papa Shango type Jake, man. Sacrificing people, killing people to Satan, basically. To these demons, speaking in them false tongues and shit. And right after the movie, his brother mysteriously ends up dead, and then his little brother Vontae, who played in the NFL, he mysteriously ends up dead. And then but I seen both of these niggas when I used to do security back in like 2018, 2019. I used to see these niggas all the time. I think Vernon used to go to my gym. I used to see this nigga all the time. But the spirit told me, like, never, don't say nothing to this nigga. Don't say what's up. Don't act like you know who he is. You know what I mean? And then here it is, fast forward, this nigga's doing sacrifices, man. So yeah, you don't befriend most of these celebrities, Even though certain celebrities I done dapped up and shit. Said, well, oh shit, okay, good to see you. But that's few and far in between. And he wasn't one of them. Vernon wasn't one of them. And the Lord showed me why, man. Yahweh sent me outside, showed me why. So, all right. So we're in a low place, man, a low state. I've seen servants upon horses. Yeah, you got servants calling shots. Edomites, Moabites, man, Esau. Because pursuant to Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So we've been living in a wicked earth for a long time, man. It's like damn near 1,000 years. When you want to count this captivity, then the Greco-Roman Empire. This shit is played out by now, man. Okay. And princes walking as servants upon the earth. So, yeah, man, that's why Esau would tell a prince, an Israelite, man, a young chief, young man, yeah, throw a game, and the nigga gotta throw a game to get that game check every Tuesday, the game check be like $2 million every 2 weeks. Not every 2 weeks, every week, and nigga get a $2 million check, man. Yeah, that's good money. But hey, scripture says riches profit not in the day of evil. Riches comely to a nigger. Riches basically bring you into temptation. So, especially on this side in the devil's society, man. All types of adultery comes with them riches. A lot of them women that be throwing themselves That your favorite star athlete, man, a married woman, man, a woman in relationships and so forth, man. They throw themselves at these musicians and rappers and entertainers. These are married women. Woman that's in the front row throwing her panties on the stage, a married woman, man. So, hey, in a sense, it's a good thing the Lord didn't give us these worldly riches because we be committing a hell of a lot of adultery, way more adultery, you know. Because technically, all these women, unless they're virgin, are adulteresses, man. And, because, they're not waiting till their man gets put to death and stuff before they deal with another man. They jumping from rod to rod, man. So technically, we all done commit adultery because really it represents us, worshiping other gods in our past lives, man. And even this life, man. All right. So it's a fucked up ass place, for Israelite man, all right. And princes walking, servants upon the earth. Yeah, because, here it is, LeBron gets, 70, 80 million from the Lakers a year. But the owners is making like 3 billion a year. You know what I mean? Like crazy shit like that is happening. All right. I guess the Bus family, I think that's what the owner of the Lakers, the Genie Bus or whatever. I don't know who the fuck own the Lakers, but they making billions off of Bron. All right. Same thing in the NFL and the Chiefs owner, the Hunt family, whatever, making billions, trillions off of Pat Mahomes, man, and so forth, man. Oh man, don't let me talk about the Cowboys. It was the dynasty of all dynasties in the 90s, man. The Cowboys are still famous to this day. You got niggas that are Cowboys fan because what they did in the 90s with Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith, man. It's a lot of you ain't trying to make this a sports video, but I'm just bringing out my point how, these are Israelites. I don't know about Troy Aikman, but everyone else said they were Israelites. And and we keep this place going, man. You the salt of the earth, man. He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it. And whoso breaketh an hedge, a serpent shall bite him. So you guys that are in these sports league, you digging a pit, man. All right. Because scripture say riches profit not in the day of wrath. So especially in the day of all hell breaking loose, man. You're gonna go to your bank. Your bank gonna have 100 million in it today. And then tomorrow it's gonna be down to zero. That's good. That's like a hard fall right there. That's a hard fall. It's one thing you got like 10,000, couple bands in your account, and it go to zero. But imagine having like 300 million in your account, like some of these ball players. You got 3 million, 300 million, and it go down to zero, man. All them niggas gonna take the chip willingly, man. They're gonna be the first ones in line to get the chip. I might as well get that, man. I might as well get that, man. Because them niggas make a lot of money to play a children's game, man. Which the games, they're not even as exciting as it used to be, man. Like, yeah, it's always been rigged. But at least it used to be exciting, rigged. You know what I mean? I remember Jake the Snake Plumber. Not Jake the Snake Plumber, but Jake the Snake the wrestler. I'm thinking about Jake the Snake, the NFL player. Now I'm talking about Jake the Snake the wrestler. For WWE. He used to be WWF when he was in it. He said that there's an interview on YouTube. I wish I would have recorded that video. That's one video I wish I would have recorded. But he said that the guy that interviewed him was like, yeah, wrestling's rigged. Like, he's like, man, he looked at him like, all sports are rigged. You know what I mean? He said all sports are rigged. Even if I did have a video, YouTube would have took it down. I would have had to put it on my Odyssey. He said all sports are rigged, man. Tennis, table tennis. He started even calling in the table tennis was real rigged. Yeah, fucking even that Vegas shit. The slot machines, the crap tables, all that shit's rigged. But that's some low level rig shit. We talking about like, global superstars rig, Kobe Bryant rig, and that NBA, NFL rig. First Timothy 6:9. And that's another reason too why they play these games overseas, like the NFL. Got an overseas schedule where the Eagles playing in Brazil. Um, goddamn um, fucking NBA overseas. NBA play their preseason games, overseas because they know America's gonna be destroyed, but they want to keep that illusion going, man. You know, they want to, even when America's destroyed, they want to still try to have these sporting events overseas, NBA in China, NFL in Europe. That's why you got like in October the NFL play their games in Europe, man. First Timothy 6:9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many hurtful, or slacky, foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition, man. Yeah. So destruction and sin, man. Because they got to go through the rituals, man. All right. Oh, here's a point. This is a good verse. I forgot that this was the next verse. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So it's the love of money, not money itself, the love of money. Because the love of money will make you do things that you're not accustomed to doing, man. Doing things out of your character, man. For billionaire Edomite say you gotta lay down with him like Mike Rubin, which he's the white Diddy. He's he's the Amalekite Diddy, the small hat Diddy. You know, they gotta do it, man. You saw the yacht party last year, and that's crazy because we in that same time. I think they have it during LGBT month, man. There's gonna be another Rubin yacht party, okay? Where your favorite NFL, NBA, music niggas have to attend, man, okay? Oh, some coveted after they have erred themselves. It's like they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So you even have some of these camps. They rigged by Esau too. They gotta do certain rituals, certain actions that they normally wouldn't do to keep that bag coming, man. Camps like Sakari. I'm talking about the main guys, man. IUIC, IUPK, One Body. They gotta teach these false doctrines to keep the bag coming, man. Okay. They gotta bear arms to keep that persona going, man. Of militant fringe groups, man. Okay. And so forth, man. It says, but thou, son of man, the son of God, flee from these things. Follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness. So that's what's supposed to obtain, man. A good report, man. Not a fucking a fat pocket and a Lambo and 100 bad bitches, you know. Okay. Yeah, that stuff is nice to have a pocket full of money. Who doesn't like a pocket full of money? But it's beyond that. It's bigger than that, man. Because when they take the money away, which the devil will eventually do, he'll take the money away. Then what you got left, man? Apostle Paul said he know how to be abound and abase, so he know how to have substance, resources, properties, money, and he knows how to be broke, man. And then that's what this truth is about. It's about your highs and your lows. You be high one month and next month be low because we still under the curses, bags with holes and shit. Bills out the ass, shit like that, man. Because we know that this isn't our rest, man. Okay. I'm gonna get this last piece up. It's Ecclesiasticus 13, and let me see what the whole chapter says. In 3, it says, "The rich man have done wrong, and yet he threateneth with all. The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also." Yeah, so the poor must, talking about the Israelites, man, they gotta be subject to what Esau says, man. If Esau says, hey, to maintain your NBA status, you gotta take the man. You gotta take the man. I think they said out of all the sports leagues, this is why I said fuck the NBA. One of the reasons why I stopped watching the NBA as much as I used to. I barely watch it nowadays. It's because I think that out of all the sports league, it was like the top sports league for the niggas that took the man. I think they said like 95% of the NBA. It was a very high number in the 90s. Took the man. There ain't nothing wrong with watching the NBA. That's just my personal preference. When I heard that news, which I've been stopped watching, I want to say since 2016 when Curry started taking over, because I don't like that Curry ball when niggas just shoot threes. I like the old school ball when niggas used to drive to the basket and try to dunk on you. That was my favorite type of basketball. Even though they still do it, but not to the extent as it used to be. They used to allow defense, block shots, and contest, all that shit is out the window. It says the rich man have done wrong, yet he threateneth with all. The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also. And here's the point. If thou be for his profits, he will use thee. So if you have a skill, if you're able to run a 4.3 40, if you got big monster 10-inch hands, you got big vertical jumps, 40-inch vertical. You could jump out the gym. You jumping higher than everybody else. You running faster. You got moves. You're able to change directions faster than everyone else. Oh yeah, he's gonna use you, man, as a circus monkey. So he can pay you X amount of dollars, $500 million contract. Okay, he's gonna use you because he'll pay you $500 million if he able to make $5 trillion off of you. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? If I had X amount of dollars, endless amount of dollars, if I could pay a nigga $100 million and he's gonna net me fucking 10 billion or whatever, hell yeah, the fuck. Hey, so this devil's wiser than Daniel. He ain't gonna go through that rigorous training to have those abilities. The bench, 600-700 pounds. He's not gonna go through all that, but he'll pay a nigga, some crumbs so he could get his whole pie, man. Okay, that's basically what's happening. We getting paid crumbs. Us as Israelites, you getting paid pennies. Oh man, you getting paid pennies. You getting paid crumbs for this devil to bake a whole cake with it, man. Okay. As it says, but if thou have nothing, he'll forsake thee. Yeah, and that's what happens towards the end of these players' careers. They basically have nothing left. They're not able to jump as high. By the time they reach their mid, I say like around 34, that's when a lot of players start to slow down with the athleticism. 34, 35. The average player starts losing athleticism. And this devil, he forsakes them, be like, oh yeah, we going younger. Whatever excuses they inject with, yeah, we going younger. We going in another direction, man. Basically just telling the player he's too old without saying he's too old. Because, the athletics, that is a young man's game, man. Every year you got young, hungry lions trying to take your spot, If thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, man, you see these GMs, these owners, they'll go to the star quarterback's house and spend the night, get drunk and spend the night, crash on the couch, He'll spend the night. He'll party it up, with the players. They'll make them feel at home, man. Like, yeah, this is gonna last forever. Esau, yeah, we doing this for 10 more years, 15 more years, man. That's the type of devil he is. Thinking that money's gonna be endless. You thinking the money's gonna be endless. And that's what's the problem with Jake. Jake think the money's gonna be endless, so they spend the money like it's endless. Like, a nigga buy a house in Dubai, Miami. He get that big contract, he buy a house in Dubai, Miami, LA, New York, get a condo, and so forth, man. Then his hometown, wherever his hometown is. Then wonder why he on 30 for 30 going road. Because, even with these houses, it's not the actual, per se, the mortgage and stuff. It's the upkeeping, man. You still got to have the lawns cut, this and that. Then your mama want a house, your daddy, your first grade teacher want a house. It's just, and then certain niggas, they just overly generous to the wrong people. Like on some MC Hammer shit. You got a lot of niggas like that. Because that's the spirit of our people. We want to help. We went in, so we want everybody to win. But guess what? Them 2/3 don't have your best interests at heart, okay? And this is what happened. But if thou have nothing, he'll forsake thee. So that the devil will forsake you, man. And if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, if you, like you said, you sign that big check. Oh, man, this devil's going to treat you good, man. He's going to tell you all the right things. Yea, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. Yeah, so he going to tell you to invest in his friend's company, and then when that company flop, he's not going to feel sorry for it. He'll act like he feels sorry, but he won't, man. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee, smile upon thee, put thee in hope, and speak thee fair and say, what one is down? Yeah, this devil, he said, what you need, man? I got you. Whatever you need. Well, you want a boat? You want a yacht? Yeah, I got you. So the devil, he this is how Esau work. Like, he know you got a big bag. He say, what you want, a house? Okay. He'll put you on with his realtor buddy, his loan officer buddy, the loan officer buddy. He's getting what they call that shit. He's getting a cut. But it's another word for a cut. But basically, I could say he's getting a cut out of all that deal that they're making. Let's say they're making 100,000 each. The devil's getting cuts like 40,000, 50,000. I forget the term for it. Offhand, it's early in the morning. And he will shame thee by his meats and by his pleasures. Like it's been said earlier, his cars, his jewelry, woman. You got niggas that spend $1 million in jewelry, man. There ain't enough jewelry in the world, man. That's one thing I like about this nigga, Chad Johnson. He sold out too. I seen him with a checkered jumpsuit on one day. But he said he wear the fake jewelry because niggas can't tell the difference. Yeah, you can't tell the difference between the fake and the real. Some of the fake shit look just as good as the real shit. In the kingdom, we have the real everything, authentic everything. Anyways, till he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice, and at the last he will laugh thee to scorn too. Afterward, when he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head. Yeah, he'll shake his head when he sees, your I know I'm kind of long-winded, but this is a topic that I actually like with sports. Yeah, he'll shake his head at you when he finds out you filing bankruptcy. The new nigga Antonio Brown. I mean, I heard he's okay because he's filing Chapter 11 instead of Chapter 7 bankruptcy. But he made 80 million in his career, and that's not including endorsements. If you want to include endorsements, it's over 100 million and bonuses and shit like that. That's over 100 million in his career. He's filing bankruptcy. You should not file any type of bankruptcy. You make that type of money. I don't care if it's Chapter 11. And that's what he's doing with AB. That's why AB is going crazy. Which a lot of these guys in these sports, they go so hard in the sports because, you know, a lot of these Jakes, man, that you see but in the limelight, they done ball so hard because, you know, they done went through hell as a child, man. You know, some of these kids were actually sexually abused, man, as children, man. That's why they able to out jump you, outrun you, outswing you in the boxing ring and stuff like that. These guys been playing sports all their lives since they was able to recite their ABCs. You know, and what happened? You know, Eve. You know, most of the Jakes in the league, they're raised by single mothers. So Eve will put them with these strange men. They don't know. Eve don't know nothing about him. Eve just thinking, okay, yeah, he's just a coach. You know, not knowing this guy's a predator, man. You know what I mean? And that's what happens with a lot of these guys, man. You know, Esau through these low level niggas too. They'll put these young athlete Jakes and MK Ultra at a very young age. Okay, this is shit that no one wants to talk about, man. Playing these youth sports. All right. So I'm gonna end it there till next time. Shalom.